Good afternoon, everyone. This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews, and I am your literary ambassador. And today I am doing the reader problem tag, and I think I got this from Ariel. I forgot to look and see who I got this from. I think it's from Ariel. But anyway, I'm doing the reader problem tag. And JustDoroin is going to give me the questions and I will answer. Are you ready, JustDoroin?
Yes.
All right, first question is?
You have 20,000 books on your TV to be read. How in the world do you decide what to read next?
What to read next if I had 20,000 books on my TBR? Well, actually, I have a little over 100 on my TBR to read. How I would pick, whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't know. Maybe a short story. I'll probably start with a short story and go from there, unless I am obligated to read a book with my reading group. Next question, number 2.
You're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or are you committed?
I have started reading books and did not finish. One book in particular, Wings of Invention, I think is the name of it. A coworker gave it to me and I started reading it, and it took me 3 years later to finish it. But I did finish it. I read another book, 2 books, as a matter of fact, this year. And it took me forever and ever to finish it. But I am committed. I finished those books, even though they wasn't my cup of tea, I would say. But I did complete the book, and I'm a very dedicated and committed book reader. All right. Third question.
The end of the year is coming and you're so close, but so far away on your Goodreads reading challenge. Do you try to catch up, and how?
Well, I am on Goodreads, and I decided I was going to read 100 books. I think that's right. 100 books, I think. Right now, I am on book 84. I just finished book 83. So I have 17 more books to go before the end of the year. And yes, I do think I'm going to make it. If not, I at least accomplished, because when I first started the first of this year, I said, well, I want to read 26 books. I read my 26 books. So I moved it up to 50. I read my 50, so I moved it up to 65. I read my 65, so I moved it up to 75. I read my 75, and like I said, now I'm at 83, trying to get to 100. And I think I'm doing good so far. Next question, please.
Number 4. The covers of a series you love do not match. How do you cope?
Okay, I am a book reader who does series, and there are some series that do not match up, but sometimes it gets me. But if I know that author and I love that author, it doesn't matter about the book cover at that point, because I am going to read it. But I would love for the book covers to match up in a series. Next question, please.
Number 5. Everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond with over shared?
Well, when I see everybody reading a different book or the same book on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I got to get on the bandwagon. I was like, after I see the synopsis of the blurb, I'm like, I don't think so. So what I do, I go to my book bestie, Ellen. And I'm like, Ellen, do you? Well, I have to read the synopsis. That's her thing. She has to read it before she even attempt to look at it, purchase it, or anything like that. So if I get the okay from her and we decide to be book buddies for that book, then we'll do it. But I normally confide in Miss Ellen, my book bestie. Number 6 is JustDoroin.
You're reading a book and you are about to start crying. How do you deal?
Hey, I just cry. If I'm reading a book and it makes me cry, I cry right there. If it makes me laugh, I laugh. If it makes me mad, I'll say it. I have been sitting in my class, and I'm reading a book, or we're having reading time, and I'm reading my book, and I have gotten mad. I have laughed, and they were like, "Well, what you laughing at?" "Oh, something in my book." But yeah, whatever emotion I'm having in public, that's what I conceive. I don't try to be fake about it. Just be real, be 100, as they say. Well, question number 7.
A sequel to a book you love just came out, but you've forgotten a lot of the prior year novel. Will you reread the book? If the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads or cry in frustration.
Well, if I'm reading a book in series and it hasn't been out in a while, do I go back and read the first book? No, I do not. I do not read the second book. I do not read the third book. But what I will do is go to that book, which if it's number 4, 5, or 6, I will go to that book and look at the synopsis and go from there. I'll take that back. I have read a book in a series, 3, 4, 5, whatever series number book it is. And I see something, I'm like, well, I don't remember that character. So I would go back and fish for that other character in prior books, but I would not read the whole entire book over again. I just go with the flow. Number 8.
This is a really good one. You do not want anyone borrowing your book. How do you politely tell people nope when they ask?
I've had this problem. I have encountered this problem several times in the past 20 years or so. People have asked me to borrow my book, and I have done it. Then when it's time to return, there is a no-show on my books. So now I do not lend my books out unless it's family. I mean, immediate family, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, that type of thing. But normally, if I have to say no, well, people already know I'm not going to lend my book out anyway. But if you ask, Queenie, can I borrow your book? I'm like, no, you cannot. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Second and Charles, they all have the book. And it wouldn't be right. I'll be cheating the author out of their money. So no, you have to buy your own book. But you can go on Amazon and read my review of it. All right, question number 9.
Reading ad. You've picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your readings?
Y'all, I had this summer. And it was heartbreaking. All these books authors were sending me, and I just couldn't get into a book. So of course I called my book bestie Ellen. And I was like, I need something to read. I'm in a slump. I don't know what to do. Help me, Ellen, help me. So she was like, start with a short story or a poem or a children's book and just go from there. And then maybe you'll gradually reach that. So I picked up a children's book, read that. As a matter of fact, me and JustDoroin read a book together. That didn't satisfy me, so I was like, let's try a short story. And once I read the short story, it was a series. So I started reading, and that's how I got out of my reading slump. Thanks, book bestie and JustDoroin. Number 10. Question number 10.
There are so many new books coming out that you're dying to read. How many do you actually buy?
Well, I've had that situation just happen. 2 of my favorite authors just wrote a book, and And I had already put it on pre-order. And then one of the authors was like, do anybody want to read a book for an honest review? And I was like, me. So I have finished that book 2 days ago. So that's where I'm at right now. And number 11, the last question is,
after you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them?
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, wow. As a matter of fact, as I was talking to a author today, and I told her that I have been sent plus 75 books this year, and I have not cracked open probably maybe 3 at the most out of those 75. This past week, I have gotten several books Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. I know my mailman is probably saying, Lord, help me with these books. This girl is getting too many books. But as y'all can see, I'm behind me, and I have 3 stacks of books over there, some under my under my desk right here. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, that's my questions for the reader problem tag. And I would like to tag other people, but if you like this video, you can do it. And you don't have a YouTube channel and you do it on Facebook, you can do it on Facebook. I would like to thank JustDoroin for reading my questions for me. And I would like to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. And if you have not, please hit the red subscribe bell button and subscribe to me. I am Queenie Clem. I love to read. I'm an avid book reader and a book reviewer. So if you think I'm interested, please look at other videos I have done. I've done over 100 videos. So make sure you stop by and check out a few. Please, for me, I really would appreciate it. But again, thank you. This is Queenie Clem with Queenie's Book Talk and Reviews. Happy reading and have a blessed day in the Lord. Amen. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye.